Morning guys, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. It's Janine. So I think today I'm going to do a little what I eat in a day. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I've got another plan as well, you see, plan of action. So I'm just doing my little dates. I'm back on to the Aldi ones. I do have a, just see, she's there. I'm back onto the Aldi ones. I do have another bag of Whitworths there, but I do prefer my Aldi ones in my breakfast. And without being graphic, they do keep you regular. They are good. So yeah. So I'm having 5 of them in there, and I've had one. I've chomped on one already, but they're nice. Some of them ones Aldi pitted, and then I have some porridge oats. Now for reference, 1 spoon is 10 grams. So I have 4 spoons. 1, 2, 3. Have I got the right bowl there? That bowl seems... Yeah, I have 4 of them. And then, pardon me. And I have this. This is a mix of cashew nuts and that trail mix that I get from Asda. But they're good for you. All healthy, wealthy. Got a few currants in as well. It's the trail mix. I'm running out now. I need some more, but it is nice to have. So I'll have that. And then the trusty chia seeds. Good for you. Very good for you. Some of them. Maybe a little bit more. And then put that on, back on. Never go on properly, you know. And then what else? Where's my flax seeds? My flax seeds. I tell you what, these flax seeds, they can be expensive, you know. I'm going to try and get some in bulk because Cece has these as well. Not that I begrudge you because I don't. But you know what I mean? I think I'm going to try and, I've got an itchy ear, buy some in bulk. So, and a little few currants because why not? It's all good for you, isn't it? So that'll be my breakfast. And only have some coconuts as well because that makes the milk go thick. I've not got it out of the cupboard. Hold on. Oh, boopy doopy doo. How is everyone today? Are we all alright? I'm alright. I'm still here. Still recovering. For those that don't know, I've had my implants out, taken out. And a capsulectomy, double one. So a bit sore still, but heaps better than I was, to be fair. Yeah, so I'm just taking it easy. So have some of that nice coconut because it doesn't half make your milk go thick. Now, for those that have been watching me, I never used to take milk. I used to have my Greek yogurt, didn't I? But I've took to taking milk. So it's nice, you know, get the skim because it's still got the calcium, but not as much of the fat. Not the fats are bad for us, fats are good for us. But as I always say, you can save a bit in one place. You can have a bit more in the next. And this kefir, which is the Beautiful Health, they do loads. Kirsten, my friend, got me onto this, but it's the kefir drink. And I get this because Cece has it as well, because that's my dog, Cece, because it's good for you. So it's full of good, healthy probiotics, good for your gut. So I have a little smidgen of that on top. And then it's quite a full bowl, as you can see. It's gonna, yeah, and I'll just mix it in like that. So I'm gonna eat this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and show you what I eat today. For those of you that know, because of my operation, I've gone a bit off kilter with my healthy eating. But I was thinking about it last night, and it's not that bad to be fair. But Cece's gone running, so I'll have to go and see what she's up to. Hold on. She's fine. She's back here now. So yeah, I was thinking last night, doing myself a disservice by saying that. So I'm going to show you what I eat today in a day. So I'm going to have this now, and then I'm going to come back on in a minute, and I'm going to do something else as well. So see you in a minute. Bye. So, excuse me guys. I thought, you know, when I normally make me biscuits, I normally do them round, don't I, and I roll and pin them out. And it's a bit too strenuous at the moment, so I thought to myself, how's about if I made them using this? So and then put some greaseproof paper in there, line it and put it in the oven. So I did these the other day but I didn't record it, and I did them on gas mark 6 for half an hour. Now I just do the ingredients by eye, but I've got half a banana in there. The size of the banana was this big. So Cece's had a bit and I've had a bit. So just mash that up. I use a potato masher because it's just easier. And then the rest of it I just sort of do by eye. And I thought, because typically what's happening, guys, is I'm more of a 2 meal a day person than a 3. Although I try for 3, I don't always make it, but I do just had me breakfast there, but the time is now 11:48, so I'm not really going to be hungry. So I thought to myself, rather than, isn't it cold today? Don't you think it's cold? Rather than have me protein bars and my kind bars, which are okay, they're absolutely fine. Maybe I'll try and have me tea, and then my snacky snacks, I'll make a healthier snack. Now there's nothing wrong with kind bars and raw protein bars and stuff like that, but I thought I could make these without putting too much strain on myself. And when I made them the other day, was it the other day? What day were we in? No, it was last week. They were nice. So I thought then for me supper, because I do like a bit of supper, and I am a sweetie girl. I do like savoury, but I do have a night like a little sweet treat. So I thought, right, okay, let's switch it up a bit. And the thing that's happening is I'm eating them bars and it's all well and good. They're not that bad for you, don't get me wrong, but it's because I'm trying to make my calories up. So I thought, right, well, I'm going to have a go at these. And then I've got loads of them kind of protein bars. But I thought these, they're just a bit more healthy. Now, I'm not going to stop eating them because this will only make about 9. But I just thought it's a little alternative, isn't it? So I just play it by ear with my oats and just add a bit, you can add a bit more, you can take a bit more out. Now, what I did think was, what if I put some protein powder in? Now, this isn't collagen. This is protein powder, because these come in plastic, like wrappers things. So I put it in there for these. So I thought, what if I add a scoop of that in as well? Now I was thinking about doing 2, but I don't know how it's going to work out. So I'm going to try and mix it up first, but I might add another one. In 1 scoop of that, there's 23 grams of protein. Now I always add my peanut butter. This is the one from Aldi. And it's only $3.99. You get a massive big container of it. The only thing is, towards the end, it goes a bit dry. You have to stir it when you first open it, and then keep stirring it when you open it, so on and so forth. But towards the end, it does go a bit dry, but it's all right on toast. Do you know what I mean? Or I give a bit to Cease, but it's well worth the money. And it's 100% nuts, nothing else. So, and it lasts for ages. So yeah, so if I put that in, right, I might need a bit more of that. I might just play it by eye, as I say, with everything. And then what else do we have? So I'm going to have some currants now. Normally I put some chocolate, excuse me guys, some chocolate in with it, but I thought if I've added that chocolate protein powder, then I can sort of don't have to add chocolate maybe, and I can have a couple of pieces of chocolate after as well. As I say, I am a sweetie girl. I do like my sweets, I'm not going to lie, and I do like a little treaty of a nice when I'm watching the telly. Yeah, I do. So there you go. So I'm going to add some honey. Again, I do that by eye. If you wanted to measure, you could measure, but I just don't. I used to, if you remember, I used to measure everything, didn't I? But I'm trying to get away from that. Not that there's any problem with it. And I'm going to add a bit of Madagascar vanilla. When I did them the other day, I did them with almond, the almond one, and they were lovely. Abigail said it tasted like Mr. Kipling's. So just a bit of that. So try a little bit of, you'll need quite a bit of that if you're going to taste it. And then, what else do I normally add? Just some nuts. So I'm going to add some of them. Just stuff I've got in. Do you know what I mean? So, are they pecans? Are they pecans? Yeah, I love them. So just a handful of them. As I say, I normally add the chocolate. And then I'll just take my time now mixing this up. There's no rush, is there, in life? And then have a look at the consistency and see whether it needs a little bit more oats or a little bit more. But I just think it's a bit of a healthier option, so I can alternate until I can get back to me cooking. I mean, I don't know. I think when I do like what I eat in a day, and I'll show you today, I think I'm doing okay. I think, you know, at first I was quite very strict with it, but I think it's time to take my foot off the gas a bit and be a bit kinder to myself about my food. Yeah, I'm having bread, but I'm having that Allinson's bread, the wholemeal, and there's not a lot of, well, I wouldn't say any nasties in it, so yeah. But yeah, and that breakfast you just seen I had was really healthy. So yeah, sometimes in life we have to cut ourselves a bit of slack. So I'm going to mix this up and then I'm going to come back, so bear with me. I'll just show you a little one now. Hello. You have to take your time because you think it's not going to come together, but it does. But just gentle mixing. See it looks very dry, but it does come together eventually. You don't want it too wet, but just slow mixing, and then it does come together eventually. So I'm going to pause now because it's a bit laborious, isn't it, watching me just okay. Oh, really lost a lot of it then. Alright, frogging me through today, guys. So I added some dates as well. Forgot about them. Just gives it like a nice chewy texture. And then I added about 6 of them and I chopped them up. And then I added a bit more honey because I added another scoop of protein powder. Now that protein powder is chocolate mint. If you like your protein powders, have a look on the NutriCircle website because they have loads of bargains. So that's the consistency. Just take your time and then it sort of all comes together. So it's also like, it's not wet but it's not dry. Do you get me? So what I do with this is, got this from Home and Bargain. Got this little lifty thing out. So I put the grease paper in there. Don't ask me why I do it this way, but I do. I'll have to put it down. So it's just easier to lift out, in my opinion. So I put it in like that. Don't know why I do it that way, but who knows? Just cut them little bits of remnants off. And then what I do is get that like that, and then it is a bit sticky, but just like that, and plop it all in, just plop it all in, and then crikey malikey, guys. So see, it's sort of, you do have to give it a good mix, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but just take your time. And then get like that. Yeah, you see, the thing is with me, I like bananas, but I like them as a banana or a banana butty. If I put too much banana in this, it overpowers it, so that's why I always stick with as little banana as I can. But that's personal preference. Abigail says, that's my daughter Abby, you can't taste it, but I can. And as I'm the one who's predominantly eating them, that's important, isn't it? So just take your time, flatten it down. It does take a bit of work, and sometimes it might be a bit lopsided, but that doesn't matter. Some might be a bit more crunchier than others, but again, that doesn't matter. So it might have to stand up. Just flatten it down into the corners. Right, I'm just going to pause you. Hello. While I do this little bit. Hold on. So that is that. Now, if you wear someone, it's quite malleable. Is malleable, is that a word? So you can get the back of your doodah and sort of tease it in. You see that doodah? Now, if you're someone that it would bother you because it's not even, you can get a little cocktail stick and go, right, well, that's that deep. That's that deep. Do you get me? You can even It is like, you can work it, see what I'm saying? So pat a bit down like that, pat a bit out. You know, you can work it as much as you want to or as little as you want to. It's not a dough, so you're not going to overwork it and make it, what's the word I'm looking for? Tough. But yeah, so, and then I've just put the gas mark on 6 on the middle shelf in the oven, and that goes in for half an hour. And the edges are a bit more cooked with this than the inside, but you could do it a bit longer if you wanted to. I might try for 40 minutes today and see how we go. But as I say, I did them last week and I thoroughly enjoyed them. And yeah, you know, if you want a snack, and it's a healthy snack, well, it's good for you, all that, isn't it? And yeah, it's just, I don't have to say anything, do I? If you like stuff like that, then yeah, it's all wholesome ingredients. I think so anyway. So, you know, I'm not going to say any more. If you like them, you like them. And I think that is good for you. It's good wholesome food, and we can't spend a lifetime where we don't have treats, because, you know, we're only here for a short time, and sometimes we're here for a good time, aren't we? And that looks like a good time to me. So yeah, normally I put the chocolate chips in, wouldn't I? But I haven't done them today, so I can have a little bit of chocolate later. So I've preheated the oven. It's probably been on about 4 minutes. That'll do. So they're going to go in now. I'm going to ask Alexa for half an hour and then get them out and have a look. But if I think they need another 10, then I'll leave them in another 10. But I'll be back to show you the outcome. All right. And then I was going to say, I'll be back in a bit after that to show you my tea. Okay. Hello. So that is that. I left it in for 35, and obviously the currants on the top are a bit black, but I like them like that because they're chewy. It's delicious. And then, as I say, you can do the measurements for yourself. For me, I'm trying to eat a bit more, so I'm trying to get more into me. And yeah, and my body's recovering, so I do go a bit top heavy on the ingredients. But just remember that my ratio doesn't have to be your ratio, does it? But that is them. So look delicious now. It looks a bit darker. It always does on camera, doesn't it? However, lovely. Do you know what I did? What was it the night before? Last night or the night before? I did that chicken again. You know, the I think I said, didn't I? The Aldi one that I get, that. See that board? That tray. So I love that. I've had that many years. And I bloody took it out the oven and just grabbed it like that. I mean, what was I thinking, guys? So all I'll do with that is I'll do a little slice of rooney with my slice of rooney, and then got terrible shakes today, peeps. I don't know why. No, it's a bit tough. I get a knife. Maybe I won't use the slice of rooney. Maybe I'll use a knife of rooney. Oh God. But where's my knife? Where is my knife? Where is my knife? I cannot find. I think a little one will do. Yeah, it does cut through. Now this feels a little bit more firmer than what I did. Just don't press it too hard, because you don't want to scratch your non-proof, your non-proof. Can't get my words out today, guys. Don't know what. Must have vomited my dictionary back up in the middle of the night, because I just got no words to speak. Nothing's coming out right. But hey ho, that's all right, isn't it? I started watching something on the telly last night that was really good. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called. But I'll find it and I'll. Oh, so all I do is I've cut them like that, not all the way through, and then I'll just lift it out. And that's the beauty about having this bottom bit on it. And then pop them on my little, which is just me grill tray from my oven. From me, you know, where you cook your bacon on and that. And then I'll put that on there. And then what I'll do is I'll just pinch the sides down like that. And just leave that to cool. And then they just go in an airtight container. Lasts about 4 or 5 days. That just goes in there. But yeah, I'm pleased with them. I've switched the oven off. And then that's it, so I'll be back on after. I wanted to read you something, but I can't show you the book because I've got it for someone, so, but just letting me, someone who I know might watch this, well I know who does watch this, so, just a little book. I'll show you these at a later date when the other person's got their gift. But it says, stay in your own life. We all have a different journey, a different path. Don't compare your path with that of others, dear soul. Comparing never does any good. Sorry about these. Your path is your path, the very path you were created to travel. Stay in your own perfect life. Isn't that lovely, eh? Yeah, so that's it. Can't show you. I'll read you, no, I won't read you anymore now because I'll spoil it for the person who's getting it. But she'll know who she is. Yeah, so I'll be back on after to show you my tea and I'll do a little taste test with them. All right, speak to you in a bit. Ta-ra. And I forgot to say, the good thing about making your own is that lovely, lovely smell that fills the whole house. And the programme is called, because I know I'll forget later, it's called A Murder at the End of the World, and it's on ITVX, so you can stream the whole series. I watched 2 last night, and it's very good. So yeah, I'll see you later. Hello, I'm back. So I've decided for me tea, see there, I got some bread out the freezer. That's what I've been doing. I've been freezing it in 2 slices. No, I didn't. Tell a lie. I just broke it off and then put the 2 slices in a bag. So I'm going to grill these, and I'm going to have some cheese on toast with some Worcestershire sauce and some scrambled egg. I thought, that's a nice tea, isn't it? Bit of a change. So get them on, get the toasty on, toast half side, butter it, put them under the grill like so, and then they can go under there and do a bit of toasty. And then here's me biscuits. So I've just put them in a plastic container. There they all are there. I've had half of them. They are nice. Quite crunchy, should we say, but they might go a bit soft being in there. Sometimes they do, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I've had half of this before. But I'm going to have one of these for my supper, so I'll have a little taste. They are nice. Oh. So, Susie's chomping her up all. She'll have to excuse me if you can hear her. I've got her in the kitchen with me. So, can you taste the chocolates? Not really, no, but they're nice. Could have done with a bit more vanilla, I think, but certainly, yeah, it's hard to explain what they're like, but really, really nice. So I'm going to have one of them for my supper tonight. I'll have some chocolate, and I'll probably, like about 4 cubes of chocolate. And might have a bag of crisps. But I just think they're just a little bit healthier, aren't they? But it's worth making. I just wish I'd put a bit more vanilla in, to be honest, but when I did it with the almond one, the taste really come through, so that Madagascar and vanilla, not very good. I did have another, like an orange vanilla one, which maybe I should have used, but we live and learn, and we don't know till we know, do we? So I'm gonna wait for that to toast. My eggs I'm gonna do in the microwave. What's the weather like where you are? It's absolutely grim here. So just have to see out for a little walk around the block, but not too far, because as soon as we got out, it started raining again, but I thought a little walk's better than no walk, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'll just crack them eggs. I'm going to have 3 eggs, and I just do them in the microwave. Give them a little mix round, and then just keep my eye on them. That's how I've always done them. So I just find if you do them in the pan, it's a bugger to clean the pan, isn't it? So, yeah. So I'm going to pause you now while I just get myself sorted and I'll be back in a minute. Cece's annihilating her feet. So 1 minute and 10 seconds. It always looks snotty when it comes out, but it'll carry on cooking that, so I won't cook it anymore. I'll just cover it with something like that, just to keep the heat in. So, half a toast of bread. My grill's pants, guys, let's be honest. Some butter, gonna butter it. I think this could be called Welsh rarebit, but I don't know if you'd have to add egg to that, and I'm not doing that, so just a bit of butter. Aldi's own. Nice. And then I was going to say something then. Oh yeah, I've just had another bite of that bar. Sort of not chewy. They're not too crunchy and they're not too chewy. Do you get me? They're sort of like them valley bars that you get. Sort of on a par with that, but they're not. I think maybe I left them in for 35, didn't I? Maybe 30, but it's your own preference, isn't it, guys? It's what works for you and what your oven is, I think. So I'm going to have some half mature cheddar. I always do this. I have half mature cheddar, some of that. You know, I'm having it on a salad or something. And then I have mozzarella, because mozzarella is stringy, but doesn't taste of anything, does it? I don't think mozzarella, but I do like the stringiness of it. So, get these once a week. Last me a week. See how summer's gone. Not a lot though. And she's dog. Dogs aren't supposed to have a lot of cheese, but just a little bit for a treaty. So, she's my baby, isn't she? So I'll do that like that. I got these in Asda because Abigail took me to the Asda. Didn't go to Aldi on the weekend. Yeah, so the thing is, I think I said, didn't I? I haven't half saved money with me shopping because I've not been able to go out and do my charity shop, clothes shopping and all that. I think I said in my last video, it's made me realise that probably was a little bit excessive with it. So, something good that's come from it, isn't it? And then I'm just going to put a bit of this lean Pennins on, just the sauce. So I haven't toasted this side. Probably teach you now to suck eggs here if you've made cheese on toast, which you probably have. But I did say I'd show you what I eat in a day, so that's what I will do. I haven't toasted the other side because clearly I want that to melt and for the toast not to burn. So let's pop these on. Hopefully it'll cook both sides, not just one side. That could do a little bit more actually. It's skimpy that, guys. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this tea. And then, yeah, about 7ish, 6:30, I'll have a little snacky wacky. Now I'll show you what crisps. I always just get the crisps that are on offer. So that's gone under there. So I'll have a bag of these because they're on offer in Asda at the moment. Aren't crisps expensive, guys? And then 4 pieces of that chocolate. Yeah, and that'll be my supper. Yeah. So I've ate well today. I could have a shake if I wanted to, if I thought about it, but I do think I've ate well today. So at that massive breakfast, I'm having this, 3 eggs there, and then that for my supper. That's enough because I'm not doing a lot of activity, remember, but what I don't want to do, well, I'm not doing any activity except walking CC around the block, is undereat because, you know, that won't do with it for anyone, not just me. So I'm going to let that toast now and I'll be back in a minute, okay? Hello. So there's my toast. See what I mean about my grill? It's on its last legs, guys, but what can you do when you're well easily? At least it works, doesn't it? At least I've got a grill. To be thankful, don't I? And that egg stayed dead hot. See the way it's cooked now? That's the thing I found. It's just, you think it's snotty, but then with scrambled egg, even in the pan, that happens. It carries on cooking. Now I do like mine a bit snotty, to be honest with you. I don't like it dry, but personal preference. And that little bowl Probably had that about 7 years. It's just a bit of a godsend. And I know what they say about the plastic, but it's a plastic that is microwavable, so it should be alright. Anyway, I digress. So that's in soak. And for me greens, me veg, I'm going to have a bit of coleslaw, so there you go. The only thing that's missing is the meat, but I've got loads of protein there, haven't I? So there you go. A little nice tea, which, you know, just do your best, don't you? That's the thing in the grand scheme of things. You know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and that's a bloody lovely tea in my opinion, look. So I'm off to eat it. I don't think I need to do a taste test maybe for Welsh rarebit or cheese on toast with Worcester sauce, do I? Because you've probably all had it, but I thought I'd bring you along with me today to do what I eat in a day. So cheers. I'm going to go and sit down and watch some telly. So I think that's about it. Showed you everything I've done. So should have had that, should I? Nice. As I always say, take care of yourself. I went down the wrong way. Be kind to yourself, look after yourself and love yourself. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye.